Thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Look, it's raining, so I apologize for the ambiance. Well, maybe it's like white noise. In the pauses, you could have the white noise in the background and relax. Speaking of relaxing, how's your sleep? Mine has been horrible. And I wanted to talk about that because that is a rateable condition, and not only is insomnia a rated condition, it can often be rated as a secondary condition, and then it could also cause other conditions for you as well. So let's jump into it. Wanted to share this with you, the importance of understanding how you can claim insomnia, that sleeplessness. So please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. The two asks are really, look, hit the thumbs up, let the video run. That helps to get this into the hands of those that need it. Now, if you want to support the channel in other ways, consider being a member. You can do so by going to the home page of the channel, and you should see highlighted members and a little join button somewhere. Thank you to all you members. I do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible in the comments, and it makes it a lot easier, and it's a great way for you to support the channel, and I really appreciate it. All right, jumping into it. Insomnia. Now, you may wake up in the middle of the night, and you might not really realize why. And the reason why this is important to understand is when it comes to filing a claim for VA compensation, before you file a claim for your condition, you first need to figure out, is it going to be a service-connected condition that I can trace back to manifesting during my time in service, or is it going to be a secondary condition that is tracing back to a service-connected condition as the cause? So there's two different roads you can take to get there. Importantly, you must understand what is required for each one of those. So insomnia, as the example, we'll give the first kind of scenario. Maybe you had insomnia for whatever reasons during your time in service, and you had it documented, and then that would then be a service-connected condition that you would file for. Now, the three components for a service-connected condition, just as a gentle reminder, and I'll do it the fast version here, even Stan agrees, is the three things that you need. The fast version is, 1, you have to have your time in service. That gives you a window of opportunity. Number 2 is you must have a diagnosed condition. Number 3, you must have a nexus, the link between your diagnosed condition and your time in service. What the VA is looking for is not so much show me that the military caused it, but more show me that it started during your time in service, or show me that it is a result of your time in service. So if you can supply all of those, you have a service-connected condition. Now, the other avenue you can go is, and this is often the case, you can go with a secondary condition. And now, here's the picture that I'm going to paint. You have multiple service connections for different injuries that you've incurred during your time in service. You go to sleep, you don't really have a problem falling asleep so much, but you have a problem staying asleep. You wake up at 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and guess what? You look around, you're wondering why you're awake, you're trying to figure out, you hear something, you toss, you turn, you try to get comfortable, and you can't get comfortable to fall back asleep. This is a nugget. This is a piece of gold here. Once you settle down and realize that somebody's not breaking into your house, and you start to try to settle down and fall back asleep, you realize you have pain in your back, in your knee, in your neck, in your shoulder, wherever the pain is from your service-connected condition. And now you can't fall back asleep because the pain is too intense. So now you've realized why you woke up. You didn't wake up because you heard something. You woke up because you were in pain. You woke up from the pain of your service-connected condition. You woke up, and then you didn't really realize why you were awake. You're checking on your spouse, you're looking around, you're listening for things, you settle down, you try to fall back asleep, you realize that you have this pain. So you suffer with that for a little bit, then you get up and you walk around, maybe you go to the kitchen, you get something to drink, or something to snack on in some cases, right? Maybe there's some leftover holiday goodies or whatever. And now you're trying to go back to sleep and you can't, right? So this is insomnia due to your service-connected injury, right? It's important to understand that. A lot of times we think, well, I just woke up. I don't know why I wake up. No, you woke up because of these conditions. I mean, if it's true, right? So for most of us, this is the case. So now this becomes a secondary condition of your service-connected, in my case, my back, right? So for your service-connected back condition, you now have insomnia as a secondary condition. Now, insomnia, for those that don't know, is rated under the mental health schedule, which kind of sucks. And the reason why it sucks is because if you already have a mental health rating, having insomnia added may not really move the needle at all. If you do not have a mental health condition, then insomnia would be rated under that rating schedule. And from what I see, it's typically going to be in the 30s and 50s as a rating for insomnia. Now, for those that don't know, again, with the mental health rating schedule, it's different than all the other things, right? So if you have a back condition, a knee condition, and an ankle condition, you would have 3 different ratings for those 3 different things. In mental health, you could have insomnia, you could have anxiety, depression, and you could have PTSD, right? We'll just say the 3 different things. And the way the VA looks at it is they're all mental health. They fall under the mental health rating schedule bucket, and therefore they're going to give you one assigned rating for all of those things put together. The only exception to that rule of mental health type things all fall under one rating schedule and you get one rating for them no matter how many you have, is that there is a second rating schedule in the mental health schedules, and that is for eating disorders, so insomnia and bulimia. So if you have one of those, then you would be able to get that rating in addition to a mental health rating for other things like insomnia. So a 30 to 50%, or in some cases even higher, for insomnia is an outstanding addition to your current service connections, helping you get closer or get you to that 100% mark. Now, if you have insomnia, you might develop other things like migraine headaches. There's been studies that lack of sleep tends to trigger migraine headaches and have that sort of an issue. In addition, there's also been studies for high blood pressure. The lack of sleep can cause issues with hormone balance and thus create a situation for high blood pressure. So you have a few different ways that you could look to add other things. My suggestion is always type in your service-connected condition and secondary conditions or conditions caused due to this or whatever, some sort of format to see what kind of other conditions can you expect if you have this condition, because that would be a list of secondary conditions that you could potentially put in for. And it also helps you keep an eye on your own health. So with that, we'll leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.